I'm eating Reese's.
This is like, you done?
Remember how y'all said kids are awesome? So awesome.
Nope.
Yep. I have a
Don't
few
worry,
of my
you
own
already
here.
emptied the mag on me.
Complete disaster we are.
Hey guys, we're gonna play some D&D, I think. This is
No,
not
Russ
actually
survived.
Russ
I'm in the wrong
Cataclysm.
show. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
Russ survived
let's
his
just-
wow.
everybody just
experience
get-
over there.
Sorry.
Oh, we're not playing WoW? Yeah, I'm out. Fuck this. I mean,
Oh, wait for me.
I mean, I got to pull up on the other monitor here. So, all right. So last time you guys were in the city of Elturel, and you were going around searching for clues, getting into some hijinks. You talked to some guy who likes to talk about death a lot. You found out that a couple of your party members might have got abducted by the guards or the Hell Riders or somebody. Maybe a secret other group that you guys don't know about that are actually rat people disguised as real people who live in the sewers under Elturel.
Right, I'd believe it.
Yep. So
I feel like it'd be spider type people.
No, stop.
That
Fizzle.
got
Wrong
Elturel.
campaign.
Spider pop. No, there's no spider people.
This is not the campaign
No.
with the dueling spider goddesses.
Hey, first off, Clan, you're leaving the campaign
Spooters.
as Eldrick, right? So
I didn't say that.
you are now with spiders. He's out.
I adjust my camera. All right, so you guys did some of that stuff, reenacted a scene from Cocktail, got back to the Church of Vanware, and we're talking, and JD had kind of lagged behind, and he has just now come through the door. Is it safe to say he burst through the door?
Oh yeah, pissed off.
Yep. And I do believe you could correct me if I'm wrong here, that the cleric there, forgetting his name, Leonard, he was talking to you guys, but I think he excused himself from the room, or was he still there?
He was
A little
still
sketchy
there
on that one.
before Raz JD came through the door.
All
That's
right.
why
Glad
JD's
somebody
pissed.
remembers.
So you got Kyra, you got Leonard, and you got most of the party, I think, in there. So, and JD bursts through the door and action. That's how it works, right?
I mean, y'all still got
No.
about 30 seconds before JD gets to you. He has short legs.
Oh, good. He's caught up. Who pissed him off? He looks a little upset.
How far down the corridor do I have to go, Diz, before I get to them?
So the door goes into a hallway, and it's like the second room on the right there. It's not far.
Do I hear them talking?
You would hear, yeah, the door was open, so you would hear a little bit of talking coming out through there. Yep.
So do I hear Leonard talking?
Yep, but to be honest, I can't remember exactly what he was saying at the last bit there. I didn't go
I
rewatch
He was
that.
have-
describing his escape and why.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and
Yep.
he was telling
I remember
me
now.
all of the info of what they were doing and asking.
I don't know how well their hearing is, but as JD hears him, JD pulls his gun out and starts checking his rounds with the hammer cocked as he's walking
Okay.
towards the door.
I mean, are you doing it stealthily?
Oh no!
Even if
I'm
you're
walking
not,
with a purpose.
even if you're not, I mean, the door opened, the door closed, and there'd be maybe some footsteps. I don't know if anybody's just running out to see who's in the hallway.
Well,
mean,
I didn't know because I kicked the door open when I came through.
I
Thing
poked my
last
head out.
So
You kicked the
go
door,
running.
like, as in, didn't turn the knob. You just kicked it, try to kick it
no,
open.
like I unlatched it and then just kicked it open. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
okay.
I
rather
was gonna say,
pissed
how
right now.
big's this damn door?
JD
Leonard's
just-
like talking and just kind of looking off to a side there a little bit and continue talking. Who's here?
JD's back.
Oh. Are you just sitting in the hallway?
No, I'm walking normally,
Actively walking in.
messing with my gun.
I see him messing
Ah.
with the gun, and it's just like, oh shit.
So as I reach the door, I put the hammer back on, seat it, and
Okay.
put it in my holster. Around the corner. So
Okay.
decided to just leave them.
You're looking right at Leonard, right?
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a choice. I'm not really a fighter, and I thought it was better for me to come back and at least relay the information than to get caught myself.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. I didn't trail them.
Well, then what kind of information do you have to offer other than the fact that you're a coward?
He did give us some information, JD, before you got here.
The fact that we're missing 2 party members probably fails in comparison to the fact that he's a coward.
I
He
agree
kind of
with
looks
JD.
over at Kyra. I did what I had to do. I could have fought them, but I'd probably just be dead now.
Are you not from the same church as them?
I am.
Were you not sent here to investigate the disappearances?
Yeah, that is true.
Would not following them potentially lead you to the disappearances?
Could also get me caught as well, and then it would leave you guys just not knowing
In the
where any
same
of
boat
us
we're
are.
in now. Because we still have to find them. And he looks at the priestess and goes, "You have no idea where they might be taken."
I don't. I was telling your comrades here that I could speak with Nathaniel, and he might have some information, but other than that, I don't have connections into this stuff.
Priestess,
We were just
sorry. I have a question.
Mhm.
Leonard, you said that the guards grabbed you. I had an account that they were wearing blue armor. Is that normal for somebody here?
You're asking her when they grabbed her?
Her and Leonard. No, I'm talking to her.
Both
and-
of them.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm asking them who generally wears blue armor.
That's usually the city guards. The Hell Riders, they wear like a red and bronze goldish color.
After speaking with the general store, he said that he saw who grabbed them was wearing some kind of blue armor. If that's the case, it very well could be that the city guards have them.
It's
Yes,
possible.
we concluded that the best course of action would be to try to find out if they are being held by the city guards by, well, me going back to talk to those lovely guards from this morning to see if they'd maybe share the information with the kind lady who they had helped earlier on.
When she says about the 2 guards, she kind of hears JD gruff / chuckle under his voice a little bit.
That would be great. We don't have any contacts inside of the city guard.
Yeah, that was the plan we were considering while we were waiting for you, JD. If you have other ideas, though, by all means.
Where's the prison?
He said if they're with the city guard that they're under the keep.
Is there access to the prison other than going through the gates of the keep?
I wouldn't know that. And looks over at Leonard, and Leonard just kind of shrugs. She says, I know you have your doubts, but Nathaniel has much more information on things like this.
Oh, it's not that I doubt him. My problem is his location. The fact that he is either a traitor to them or using the information you're giving him to buy favor with them.
I don't know if it's betrayal. I think the Hill Riders have betrayed themselves from the inside. He seems to be pure in his intentions and feels that he can't abandon his post, but he doesn't know how to rectify the situation.
Can you set up a meeting with him in a location of your choosing
Can?
where he's alone?
Yeah.
Pyro, how did Nathaniel come to you? How did you meet Nathaniel?
I met him at one of the taverns. Sometimes I'll go out and have a meal out instead of making food here, and this is even before the other members of the church had disappeared. I met him, and he was just really nice. He's not just like, a dumb soldier. He actually knew what I was talking about when I talked about some of my books, and I don't know. We just kind of met, and from there I would go back to the same place every week, and he would be there, and it just kind of went from there.
And has he asked anything of you?
No. I did. I have confided in him about what I think is the issue. There's something with the royal family, but and he's confided in me with the issues with the Hell Riders. But I don't think we've really asked anything of each other more than that.
Adara will pause for a moment and I guess it doesn't really matter, but she'll telepathically reach out to JD and say, I know you have your concerns about Nathaniel. Do you see it wise for a meeting? I don't know what this connection is between them, but it does appear very concerning in some ways.
Oh, I want to meet him, but I want to meet him on our terms.
Can he speak back to you? I mean, no. All right.
I say it out loud. I don't care.
Okay.
Very well. If we would plan to arrange a meeting, JD, be yours to set.
here in the temple. It's the furthest from the Hell Riders in a location that we've seen enough times to be able to move around in. Enough spots to be able to have vantage points if need be.
I agree. I feel like probably only one of us should meet. We don't want to overwhelm him with all of our presence.
I don't think any of us should meet him.
Then who?
I think that she should meet him along with Leonard. And as he says Leonard, he's pointing at Kyrie.
Very well.
Kyra looks confused, and then she's like, "Oh."
That way she's within range to grab him if need be. And I'll be within range to shoot if the need arises.
Very well. Sounds like it is to be arranged.
If she's okay with it.
There wouldn't be any reason to harm Nathaniel.
That's debatable. His information, his mannerisms as he comes in, will all dictate whether there's cause for harm or not. Especially one military person to another.
We would do our best to keep the bloodshed from the temple, if at all costs.
Just want you to know I've put trust in you guys, and you can trust me as well. Nathaniel, he wouldn't betray me or you guys.
Oh, it's not really him I'm worried about.
Can I insight check her as she says that?
I'm worried about the change in leadership.
19.
You can tell she's really nervous. With the 19, you feel like she's more nervous about what JD is saying more than, you guys speaking to Nathaniel and some stuff like that. But you feel like she's being honest about the trust that, she's put in you, and she feels it reciprocated. But again, what JD is saying is definitely making her uneasy.
The Hell Riders have changed leadership. And the most brutish, aggressive, torturous individual of the Hell Riders that I've ever heard of is running the show. There are problems. There are things that we need to know that he may not be willing to just outright say.
JD, we have to start somewhere, but we can't torture the poor fellow. We need to figure out who this is.
I say we check and see if they're with the city guard first and go with the original plan. Kyra arranges the meeting and we go from there.
There's two fronts that we can work on with the city guard. DM, would myself, or potentially with the aid of our pirate friend, be able to forge documents?
Anybody can attempt to forge documents. As far as I know, nobody, I don't think it's in anybody's backstories or anything that they're proficient or good at it. So it would be challenging to do. Whether they will be successful or not,
Question.
You could be rolling against, like a zero sum solution. Like it could just be like you're not gonna be able to do it, and so
I'm ready to kill
just
it.
just to let you know, because you guys just don't have background in it. So
I
Unless
stab,
somebody
I don't write.
unless somebody says that they do, and I've missed it somewhere, but
Andros isn't here. Shut up.
Priestess.
Mhm.
You've been in this town a while. I need to find somebody. I need to find somebody that could potentially forge me a document.
you see a look of kind of concern goes over her face. She looks over at Leonard and says, I don't know anybody. And Leonard says, I may be able to help you with that.
Forge a document. What kind of document are you looking for?
Need a document that will allow me into the prison.
Seems a little dangerous. I mean, we are planning to be within the keep in the next. How many days has it been? 2
It
days?
hasn't
3
even
something
been
days?
a
Yeah,
day
it hasn't
yet.
even been a full day.
Yeah, 3 days. Still.
We don't have that kind of time. It should be a quick in and out of the prison.
And do you plan on going alone? That's almost suicide.
I don't plan on going as myself.
It doesn't mean anything.
Harvey's just off to the side grinning like, ha ha ha, this is gonna be fun.
I just need to know if I can get my hands on a document or an individual that can make one.
All else fails, I end up in the seedy part of town and ask a few questions, get a few names.
And he kind of does a head motion towards Leonard and goes, I'm not sure him coming with us, though, to find this person won't make us stand out.
Leonard says, well, I figured if you guys can change shapes, you could do something like that for me.
I can only change myself. This magic thing, I don't mess with that.
Looks around. I don't know then.
What is he asking for? I'm sorry. To be changed too?
Wait, so hold up.
He's
so
asking
Leonard,
it.
I
He's
just
kind of
wanna
implying that
clarify.
you guys have magic that can change his shape or something.
I just want to clarify. Leonard is saying he knows a person, or he's saying he can do the thing.
He's saying he knows a person.
Okay. Gotcha.
Why do you need to change shape? You work for a church.
I feel like the guards would probably be looking for me at this point. They may even come here. But I don't really think they know who I am or my association with this church unless your friends tell them. That would just lead them right to here, if they do.
How well can I alter his appearance with a proficiency in the disguise kit?
You would have to like roll on it, and then depending on the roll is how good it actually looks. So
Oh God, please let Adara be the judge, and if it looks good. No.
I can conceal your features to make you look a little different than you already do.
JD, we don't need to punch him. We don't need to change the shape of his face. He's not that bad of a person.
Having
wouldn't
to pull
hurt.
my gun out. If I was going to hit him, I wouldn't punch him. I'd hit him with my gun. It'll hurt more.
It wouldn't hurt to change his face.
Kaylin, it's inexplicably rude.
We're not
man-
rearranging his face. We're concealing and adjusting.
JD takes his pack off and pulls out the disguise kit and sets it on the bench beside his pack.
Not what I'd anticipated from you, JD.
There's a lot of stuff about me y'all don't know. Like what my job was before I joined the guild.
Well, care to share since we're talking about
That's
it
a
now?
long story.
Then we should get on with it.
We'll just say that my job was to infiltrate enemy lines, gather intel or assassinate a target, and get out.
Doesn't surprise me much at all.
Sounds fun.
I figured
Okay.
you'd think so.
Kind of jealous.
Well, so are we going with separate attempts? Someone comes with me to keep an eye out because apparently I can't go talk to the guards alone while you all prep Leonard here for an outing.
I could go with you.
I mean, it's a later time of day, right? Those two guards aren't still on duty, are they, Dis?
Won't know unless
don't
you
know?
try.
you don't know. Maybe they're working overtime.
At least ask. Well, then
They're hourly.
I hadn't worked out the payroll and everything, but
any arguments or reasons
Yes, it is.
for me to stay, or should Kaylin and I just get this over with?
Don't believe so.
Okay. It shouldn't take long. Shouldn't. We're just going up to the area around the keep and we'll be back. And Kyrie's gonna move towards the door.
See you soon.
Hi,
Kyra.
Adam.
Kyra, how long do you think it'll take to arrange a meeting with Nathaniel?
I can communicate with him today. If he's out on patrol, it may be tomorrow before he can come by. Or if he's not, then maybe this evening.
Very well. I do know that we still need to go get one more date to this party for our good friend Sanasi, so we could make the trip and go take care of those preparations while we're waiting.
I was gonna say, do we even see her, or does she vamp out on us?
You look around and Stanasi is missing.
Or not.
I don't
She
know about
really
that one.
needs some control.
We need a bell for that one, to be honest.
Anything would be helpful.
The party
Magic
keeps dropping
moving
like
shackles.
flies.
Very well. Does anyone have other preparations they wish to attend to, since we have some time?
Well, I mean, I need the information for that documentation. Might as well see if we can make this one look different.
I could accompany if you want someone else to go.
Oh, I just need to get the information from him, so I guess I need to fix him first.
The fewer people go with us, the better.
Very well. I may go back to the inn and rest.
You should take Huck with you.
But death, the last sleep? No, it's the final awakening.
My point exactly.
Oh, what do you say? Huck,
Hold on,
you
I
down to
have
go
to-
back to the... Oh, okay.
I
go
have
ahead.
to break the game for a second because was Adam here the last time when you got the book?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure
This
that
is
Adam
awesome.
knew what was going on.
Gold.
Okay, please continue.
We
Sorry.
had
Sorry,
Adam
I'm
on
late, by the way.
camera last time.
We did.
Oh, we did, yeah.
I didn't have time to set up my green screen this time. Sorry.
That's
No,
all
I
right.
get
Running late.
Sure. I'm sure we could get into some shenanigans, or Huck might. I'll see what I can do about that.
Hey, Prugwin, you might want to go with them. Make sure that Huck doesn't do anything too far out of line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can do that.
Why do I have this reputation with you all? Honestly, I thought I was the collected one.
You beat the hell out of me in Foxhole.
Oh, now, to be fair, I don't actually remember much. I think it might have been amnesty. Amnesty, yes, I was overcome with amnesty. Amnesia! Oh, there we go.
You overcome with rage and beat the shit out of me along with another warhorse.
I choose to not believe that then.
Prugwin, you may need to keep a close eye on him while I get some rest.
If not, heaven help this town.
All right, so Adara and Huck and Prugwin are going back to the inn. We've got Stanasi, who's gone. And then we've got, let's see, it's Kyrie and Kaylin going to talk to the guards. What is JD doing? JD's doing the disguise kit right now.
He's
I'm
doing
gonna
a
do
makeover
disguise kit and
montage.
then go try to find the person that could potentially
Makeover,
make me a
yeah.
document.
JD, a member of the Fab Five.
Look like a moose. But the cute
Alright.
moose make all the boy moose go wah.
As
Alright,
Tim
so-
just sent me a moose meme.
So I guess we'll go ahead with the roll for the disguise kit.
Playing with a marvelous 6.
So,
D20 plus proficiency.
so does it actually say on the disguise kit? Because I was thinking it would be more of like a sleight of hand thing, unless it actually defines what you have to do. I know they've changed a lot of stuff on D&D Beyond, so
In my list is not telling me anything on what a disguise kit.
A touch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props let you create disguises that change your physical appearance. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. So,
right, so I guess
it would
that
be
leaves it up to
what
me.
Ability. Yep.
Right. So I think that it is a sleight of hand type thing. That is, you know, a very delicate application.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Yeah. Are you dyeing the hair?
That's up to him.
Oh my
mean,
gosh, it's gonna be like a JD salon montage.
It's not gonna look
Everyone in
nowhere
the
near
party
as
to be
impressive
doing a
as that.
makeover. It's
I
fucking
mean-
JD.
That's all.
He's got kind of salt and pepper here, so a little, you know.
You know what this is? You remember the scene in Mrs. Doubtfire where Robin Williams goes to his brother to create Mrs. Doubtfire? This is that scene.
Yeah.
JD is the brother that's like, oh, come here, we're gonna help you look so good. That's him.
Lord.
That's him right there.
Oh god.
So add sleight of hand plus my proficiency.
No, sleight of hand already adds your proficiency.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's a 25 on a 16
20.
plus 9.
25. Okay. So describe what you're doing.
So you said we are dyeing his hair?
That's up to you.
No, it's up to him.
Leonard's okay with it.
Okay.
Yep.
So JD takes some charcoal and like grinds it,
Okay.
and then this is gonna be the great part. Spits in his hand
Okay.
and then starts running it across the dude's head.
Kyra's
Just
like,
to give
we have some water.
This will stick better. It's fine. And so once he gets the hair done,
Because Kyra
doesn't care if
she's
it's fully
hovering over
black.
you, watching this go down.
Doesn't care if it's fully black or not. He just puts it on there.
Okay.
And then he takes and does the same thing to his eyebrows.
Okay.
Does he have any facial hair?
No facial hair. No.
So he does it to his eyebrows. And then he goes and puts is he covered head to toe?
In clothing?
Yeah, like is it
Right
up to
now
his
he
neck
is.
or is it like just to a sleeve or
I'm
He's got
safe
a-
for right now.
he has long sleeves, and he has a collar that comes and has a little slit in the front.
so after that JD kind of gets that shit off his hands. And then he grabs a bronzeous brown mixture
Okay.
and he starts like caking it on his face all the way down his neck and onto his hands up to where the sleeves will cover it to change his skin tone altogether.
All right. As you start to do that, he takes off like his robes, and underneath he's got like just a plain long sleeve shirt, like white or like whitish color.
Oh well, it
And
ain't gonna be white in a
It
minute.
comes up to his neck, and some like black pants, because he doesn't want that all over his robes.
So JD turns him into his skin tone to a more bronzish color.
Okay.
And then he puts a like takes a stick and goes, or a little sharp piece of metal or whatever's in the disguise kit. He goes, "This might hurt just a little bit, but you can heal it later." And he jerks it straight down his face.
Ah, yeah.
He's like, that should do.
All right.
And then he looks at the priestess and goes, "Could you tell who he was if you didn't see me do this?"
Just because I watched you do it, but if I saw him on the street, I wouldn't recognize him.
Good. Then maybe we can get this accomplished.
All right, well, let's get to it then.
And then
Stands
they see
up.
JD meticulously put his disguise kit components back together the way they were to start with, and fold everything up and tie it like it, secure it, and then put it back in his bag. And then he suits up, he gets ready to go.
All right, so you two depart, leaving Kyra alone in the church there. And we'll jump over to the party going to the inn. Are you guys doing anything? Or are you just going there and crashing?
Oh, but aren't we doing something? Oh, but aren't we? Set the scene, Diz. Where we at? What's around?
So-
What's around me? Give me something around me.
All right. So you guys walk to the inn. It's not too far from where the church is. The inn, if I remember, it just is your normal tavern type of situation where there's some rooms up above, and there's just a nice tavern on the downstairs, the first floor. And I can't remember. Let me look.
The name? Yeah. I was just
The name right off the top of my head
Buff.
is
Howling Queen.
Oh,
Mhm.
Howling
oh,
Queen.
yeah.
Let me find that. So
Good old barkeeper Cade.
Cade.
Too bad.
Horny
So you have
bartender.
a like a bluish gray dragonborn behind the counter. It's got the brown leather vest with the sleeves cut off. And let's see, it is later in the evening, right? Or at least well past afternoon. So the place is pretty hopping. There's people in there getting food and stuff. So there is a variety of people in there. Let's see. Yep. So there you go. Bar is packed. There's the owner and looks like a couple of waitresses serving orders, serving drinks. What would you like to do?
I will saunter over to Cade.
Adara will follow
Damn it.
as they're walking in. I mean, shit. You think she's gonna leave you alone?
Okay, I'll go over to Cade. He's busy, right?
Yep.
Cade! Cade!
Hey, how you guys doing? Missing a few with you there. I noticed.
Oh, shenanigans.
Hopefully they didn't get into any kind of trouble
You're
or
only
anything.
missing
Or...
one of the individuals, is to be fair to you.
As he's kind of looking around a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure most of. Yeah. But there's this interesting thing. Even if they were to die, it would only be an improvement on their life. Did you know that?
I've never heard that one before. No.
Well, let me see. Because we're living, and it might seem fine, but it's all temporary. Death is the ultimate goal, and once we're there, it's like being home.
Roll a persuasion check.
Because my charisma is so bad.
Greg would just be nodding in the background, like,
Hey,
yeah.
Mhm.
wait,
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me it didn't come up on.
No.
Can you guys see it?
They can
Ow.
see it in.
I can see it in
D&D
rolled
Beyond.
in D&D, yeah, D&D
Oh.
Beyond.
Well, anyway, it's 15. I thought they used to do together.
You gotta have that extension on your browser.
Right.
If you don't
Y'all,
have
I
that.
had to wipe my computer. Sorry to derail, but
That'd be
it was,
one.
it was a whole thing.
Oh, that could be
Ah.
part of the problem.
Anyway,
I'm gonna roll for. Let's see. You know, that kind of makes a little bit of sense.
Yes, see, and it really, life is just about doing life stuff with the ultimate goal of having acted oneself appropriately until we go home. And do you know, I think that I would like to stand around for the patrons, if I may speak briefly to the
Cade,
Hmm.
can I get that? Can I get a glass of wine?
Oh, and it would be
Yeah,
on
sure.
the house, of course, as I stand around for the entire group.
At this point, she's like kind of leaning on the bar, like, oh.
Roll another persuasion check with advantage, since you already have him hooked a little bit.
I will do this.
He's pouring a glass of wine.
Hey, look at that.
Oh my god!
Josh,
Hold on, does it show 2 rolls?
As he pushes it over, he's not even like looking at you, Adara, anymore. He's like, "Yeah, I think that's a really good idea."
What? Is that not a nat 20 right there? What?
You got a 19 first, but
Huh?
Yeah.
you got a 19 first, but
And then he rolled
But it's
a.
not persuasion or advantage.
What is your
Oh.
persuasion?
yeah,
Let's
so it's a
see.
20.
Is it a dirty 20 or natural 20?
No, it's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yes, sir.
That is the best idea I have heard in a long time, sir. Where are you getting this knowledge? I mean, blowing my blowing my mind here.
And
Let-
Daria's literally
New
like
follower
almost
of
chugging this
Kellenborg.
wine. She's like, oh Jesus.
Let me, and I'm not going to speak up for our purposes, but I am yelling at this point, right? Let me just tell you all about it, my friend. And there's got to be like a table, right? Like right next to the bar. Am I right?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Mhm.
Up on the table. What I have to share as my friend Cade passes out the drinks for which I have provided to you through our most sagely of sages, Kalimdor, is that really what we have here on this mortal plane is but a fleeting temporary thing, which of course we should not unduly hurry through, but once we have progressed through it enough, the inevitability of death should be accepted with open arms and joy, because death is exactly what we're all heading towards at different paces, but it is the inevitability of going home.
Daria's gonna look at Prugwin and say, death is looking more and more better at the moment than I could ever imagine.
It's interesting that you say that. I need you and Prugwin to make charisma saving throws.
oh man.
Y'all, that was right off the cuff. Did it sound all right?
Oh god, it's a 3. I got a 2 plus 1 at 3.
Yeah,
You
something went wrong
guys-
with mine.
You
mine's
guys
a
are
9.
you guys are starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit here.
Yes.
Next time
Doesn't
Huck levels
change
up, he
your-
takes the level in cleric.
It doesn't really change your opinion of Huck, but you're thinking that somehow he's a conduit for some knowledge here that is just, strangely hits home a little bit for some reason.
Yeah, Dara definitely wants to die right about now.
Yes. Do you see my fellows, even my comrade here, who has known me, of course, for well enough, can see the purity of our great Kalimvor's teachings. What I have here is but a small book of parables and a treasure trove of great information and guidance. If you would, I will share with you nuggets of knowledge from Kalimvor himself.
So right here, the bar is quiet. Everyone is looking at Huck.
Converts. If you have never done anything evil, you should not worry about devils knocking at your door. Living in worry invites death in a hurry.
You hear a little chatter. Oh yeah.
Yes.
And Progwin's like over just looking up at him, shaking his head. Huh?
You see, it's cyclical. It's like a circle. It's like love. True love. Yes, thank you for getting my reference. I appreciate that.
Oh, I got it.
What I would like to do while you enjoy your drinks, which Kalimvor has provided through me, I would like to invite you to ask me questions, because I want everyone to embrace the inevitability of death with complete serenity in their hearts. It should not be feared. It should be embraced whenever it may come.
Daria's gonna kind of like, at this point, her head was like on the table. Like just, oh God. She's gonna pick her head up and she's gonna kind of like nudge Progwin and she's gonna go, should we like stop this or?
I need both of you roll another charisma saving throw. See if
Progwin may be too enthralled to stop it at this point.
Oh, that's much better. It's an 18.
Oh, 21?
21. You guys kind of break free of it. You're like, yeah, maybe it's time to call it for the evening. Maybe get some rest or something. And
Huck.
Yes.
And she's kind of like holding her head. I have an idea. You wanted to learn spells, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, we can't do it here, but we could teach you some new things, perhaps.
Oh, great. Do you know, I think if you're not terribly tired, I may just answer some questions from the flock, and then I would love to take up spellcasting with you. And maybe in return, I could show you some more of Kalimvor. It would be great.
Yeah, see, I have a religion. It's not that one.
Okay.
But I don't know. Some of these people need to finish their dinner. I definitely need to sleep a little bit.
you hear
I've
people
got
say,
so much
no, please.
Oh.
We want to know more.
Oh. Are they like in the same area of the room, or are they all about?
Like everyone in the room is like,
I'm so dead.
Oh, great. Encore then. What is sport to the cat is death to the mouse. But of course, don't forget, my friends, the mouse is the winner of the game because he has embraced death and Kalimvor forever.
you hear just clapping and a little bit of cheering on him. We're gonna fade from this here as Adara, I would imagine, is going off to her room, and maybe Progwin. I don't know if Progwin's hanging out or not. He has resisted the call of Kalimvor, but it seems like everybody else has not. And we're gonna pick up where Kyrie and Kaylin have made it up to the upper district up there, and they're kind of looking around for George and Barney. So if you guys want to roll some perception checks.
All right. I don't know why why I'm even surprised that that's how oh, motherfucker.
That's 12.
So the skull dice failed me. That's
Oh,
a
no.
nat 1.
Oh.
So we're gonna put that away. No, thank you.
Good thing you
That-
didn't just use it
that's-
for death saves.
Right.
That's karma chat for the BS she was talking about my campaign earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. That shirt's gonna be great.
It'll be on our Patreon.
That was a 12 for me.
A 12. Okay. So with that, you guys spend probably the next couple of hours kind of looking around the park and looking, and just you guys
was
might have an
gonna-
interesting
Oh, man.
conversation with each other, but
I was gonna ask somebody, but
you ask
too much of a
somebody
dipshit,
and
apparently.
and they're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. You talk to somebody else and they speak a completely different language than you. It's just everything's going wrong for you at the moment.
God damn it.
All right, anything
Well.
else you guys want to try?
Okay, so I can't find George and Barney.
You can't seem to find them at the moment. At least up there where you're looking.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know that there were guards like patrolling and everything earlier, and there was like the barracks and the keep and such. Are there like any guards like posted up by the keep, by the barracks, just like okay, so like that's their
There are.
position and everything?
Some of them are posted outside the keep. I don't think they're actually like posted outside the barracks. There's so many of them over there that they wouldn't have to worry about actually posting a guard there. And there's some walking around, but those weren't George and Barney as far as you could
Right.
tell.
Right. Galen, do you think it would be worth if I just approached the guards at the keep and asked? I still would do so as Kyra. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be as impactful, I guess, without George and Barney, since I won't have the existing
Well,
information there, but I could just go and ask. Does she wear the symbol of Anweir anywhere?
She has like a medallion,
Okay.
but it's
Right.
I don't know that she openly just wears it and displays it, but
Right. Because it wouldn't be unusual for her to be looking if she had heard a rumor.
well, if that's the case, then I don't see any harm in trying.
Right. Well, let's find somewhere that I can shift so that we can do this.
Wait.
And
Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean by shift?
oh, honey, the whole plan was to do it wearing Kyra's face. I'm not wearing Kyra's face right now. I can't just change into another person in the middle of the street. It draws attention, trust me.
Oh, I forgot you're a shifter.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the first of I I guess your kind that I've openly came across. So
Yes, we aren't normally open about it.
Oh.
You missed a whole thing before you met with us, but
okay.
let's
Yeah.
find somewhere. And she's gonna look around for like an alley or somewhere to duck
Okay.
in
Just roll another perception check.
with a different die. Okay, still not great, but it's better. That's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, not hard to find this. So you find a little place in between a couple buildings. You kind of skirt back through there, and
Damn it, clan.
you kind of find a place that's secluded. Kaylin kind of just watches out for you as you go back there and
Do my
shift.
thing.
As he said, you're a shifter. Do your shifting.
Not quite the same thing, but it works. So yeah. I'm gonna now be Kyra, and I'm gonna walk past Kaylin and I'm going to say, it's best that I approach them alone. But go ahead and just kind of keep back a little ways. Just
Oh.
so that you can still see me, but
Oh, absolutely. I will not get in your way.
oh, it's not that. It's just priestess with you is a bit more memorable than priestess alone.
Yes, of course.
Right. All right. We don't need those kind of assets here, clan.
Hey, Rican, can you roll me a D4 and just message me what you roll?
Oh God. Stanasi's about to randomly poof into the middle of this. But anyway, I'm gonna approach the guards at the keep looking, as I was earlier, mildly frantic.
Okay.
And frazzled. And guards at the gate, men, women, who do we got?
So your passive perception, we'll say we've got a male and a female.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, excuse
Then.
me. I'm from the Temple of Anweir, and I heard earlier today there may have been a disturbance with a few of our followers and the town guard, and well, I just wanted to see if maybe they were brought here, if they were arrested, if you knew at all.
Temple of Anweir. Punching.
I can't hear a
City.
word you're saying, dude.
You can't hear me at all?
You're really quiet.
You're coming in and out.
You're
He's
cutting
being
out some of that,
censored.
man.
He's being
Yeah.
censored for all the
That's what
language.
it is. I'll try again. Temple of Anweir. Bunch of peasants making a religion that nobody cares about or wants around. What do you want again? What was it? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I was looking for two of our holy people who I heard a rumor that they may have been arrested earlier, and I just wanted to see if they were here, just to make sure they're safe.
Seen you Temple of Anweir people. Did you actually go and look at an actual temple?
I came from the temple, and I had someone come to me and bring me the rumor that they saw them taken by guards earlier today.
About this time, you hear a pop. Okay? And behind the guards, you see Stanasi appear on the stairs behind them. Also, Kaylin, where are you at? Just so I know.
I'm. She told me to kind of stick back a little bit, so I'm probably just. Are there like any outdoor shops or anything like nearby, or like what exactly is in the like general area that I like kind of.
You've got the shops that you guys were at off to the like left-hand side, and they are, I don't know, 500-600 feet away, so not really close. But and then to the right side, you've got more of the barracks over there up near the keep, but it's still far away, and you would probably feel kind of awkward standing there. Then straight ahead of the keep is like just a park area, which you could be hanging out in the park area. But if you are, I'd just like to know what you're doing. If you're just like standing up against a tree or hiding in a bush, or you've climbed up in a tree and peeking out of the limbs, or picking up pine cones or something, acorns.
Playing hacky sack with a pine cone.
Playing hacky sack with some college kids over there.
I suppose I will be in the park, just kind of looking out for the different kind of wildlife that seem to be living in that area.
Okay,
but
make a
also,
performance check.
Come on. 10.
10. Okay. Okay. Average performance. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Stanasi, pop in behind. You see this. They don't see it. And they're still talking to you. The female guard walks over and says, "What's this all about?"
Oh, I was just asking your fellow guard here, slightly flustered now because fucking Stanasi. I was just asking your companion here. I am from the Temple of Anweir, and I heard a rumor today that 2 of our holy people may have been arrested by the town guard, and I'm just trying to see if that's true and to see if they're here.
You know anything about Anweir?
I know about Anweir, yes. I think they're all just a bunch of bastards, but I don't know of any arrests being made by Anweir worshippers. Do you know anything? Have you heard anything about an arrest of Anweir worshippers?
They brought in some people earlier, but I don't know, Anweir, Lathander,
Did you
drunks,
see them?
I don't know. Let's see if she did. No, she did not. I didn't see anything. I just heard them talking about them. One of them said something weird, like was looking for some coloring sticks or something.
Oh, so that may have been him. So they were brought here?
Maybe. You looking to get them out? There may be a bail or something.
I mean, if there was someone I could ask about bail, I wouldn't be able to pay it now, but perhaps I could take a collection or something along those lines. But I'm just looking to confirm if they're here.
Well, you could talk to the sergeant over at the barracks over there.
The sergeant.
Right, right, Ernie. That's where she needs to go, right?
Yeah, the sergeant talked to her. Might even give her some information for a fee.
Oh, so over at the barracks, the sergeant there. All right. Thank you. Is it all right if I go over there? I was speaking to a few other guards earlier, and they didn't seem to think I should.
If you just go to the front desk, you'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Before they turn around, I'm gonna start heading in that direction.
Okay, stealthily or just walk right past them?
No. Well, they're. I'm behind them, right? and
You
they're
are behind
pointing-
them, yeah.
They're not looking in that direction. They're just pointing over that direction.
They're standing in front of you, pointing over to the what would be your left.
Yeah,
So
if,
you're
if
gonna
there's a
try
way
to
for me
sneak
to,
off to the right, or you?
yeah, if there's a way for me to sneak around them to get into like a back door into the barracks, I'm gonna try and do that.
Oh no, the barracks is way over there. The barracks
Oh.
is way over there. Yeah. They're pointing off in the distance a little ways, but you can try to sneak past them, or
no, I'm just gonna say.
See Kyra. You don't know it's me.
Oh yeah, you just see Kyra. Yeah.
Oh.
She's the lady at the Church of Amware that you guys met. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's you. I thought I knew it was you from before. Didn't you? Wasn't that no? Okay.
I'm not wearing
She's
my own
taking the
face.
shape. Yeah. She looks like Kyra, not Kyrie.
Okay.
Two different,
Which is also
two different
confusing.
things.
Two different cases.
I didn't name
It's
them.
more than just a vowel.
In that case, I'm gonna go for humor and I'm gonna thank him from behind. And
What the? How did you get back there? Get over here.
you boys have been so helpful. Thank you.
One of them's a woman.
Yeah, I was thinking
Boy.
of a woman.
That would have been information to know beforehand.
I mean, he gave it to you beforehand.
You did.
I
wasn't
was-
paying attention.
That
I
was
asked
quite
and he's-
rude, calling her a man.
My goodness. Where did
Apologies.
you come from?
I got lost. I
Oh,
don't know how I ended up back here.
Get on out of here, the both of you, before I run you in.
thank you. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna move towards the barracks and kind of try to motion like Stenasi, come with me.
Yeah. I'm right with you.
The problem with this town, no respect anymore.
Make a sleight of handshake as you're kind of motioning her to come on, just for fun. Just for
I'm not
fun. This is
sneaky
this is going
rogue.
so well.
Motherfucker! That's a 9.
A 9. All right. Well, roll a d20, Clan.
Oh,
Jesus.
No.
This is on 3 different dice.
That would be a
Oh,
4.
man.
Oh.
4.
Wait.
Ernie sees nothing.
Wait.
Yeah.
Does this count as a saving throw by chance or no?
No.
No.
No, it's a ability check. Yeah.
Ability.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spend Luck then, and
Okay.
you can roll a 1d4 to add to that roll.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now it's a 12.
A 12. Okay. Well, that actually beats my roll of a 10.
Let's go. Boy, get your butt to bed.
Stenasi.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's crazy kids. They both go back to their post there. Yeah.
As we walk away, I'm gonna swap my voice back to mine, still keeping the right face on it. I'm gonna say, Stenasi, it's me.
Why did you say so earlier?
Cause we're in front of fucking guards.
They didn't know your voice.
No, but they knew the one I was already using. We're trying. So we think. So you know Eldrick and Yarm. Yeah.
Yeah, they
We're
said
trying
something
to
about
find
crayon sticks. That's
Right.
That's Jarman, isn't it? Has to be.
It might be. I'm gonna double check with the desk sergeant just to see if they're here. We're not doing anything. We're just trying to check and see if this is where they took them. Because if we have a location for them, we can make a plan. That's all we're trying to figure out right now.
Okay, sounds good.
You don't have to come with me, or you can. I don't know. It might be less suspicious for me to go alone. Kaylin's back in the park.
Oh,
If you
Kaylin's at the
want-
park?
Kyrie's gonna just kind of look at her.
I'll make sure Kaylin's okay.
I'm sure you will. This shouldn't take long. I'll be back. I knew as soon as I said Kaylin was there. On to the
Alright, so-
barracks.
So, Kaylin, comes over to join you guys, right? That's what happened. Because you motioned her to come on, right? You motioned her to say, "Hey,
no,
come
I
on."
was motioning Stanasi. I
Yeah,
didn't.
follow her. Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
do anything to Kaylin. That was just
Okay.
like a Stanasi. You should know something here.
Kaylin, roll an intelligence check.
Oh,
To see
dear
if you
Lord.
get the gist of what was going on there. Or how about insight? Yeah, there we go.
Oh dear Lord. That's a 5.
Okay. All right. Well, roll a perception to see if you even saw it in the first place.
That's 6.
No, you didn't even say it. You're still bird watching. So there you go. All right. So you guys make your way over to the barracks. Was Stanasi going off?
Well, yeah, no, at
by
this point, I
herself?
split off. Yeah, I
Stanasi
split
was
off
off
to
to
go
flirt with her
towards-
boo.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
We're gonna go watch birds together.
Okay. So you go to join Kaylin. So roll
Yeah.
me a performance check as well. As you're pretending to watch birds.
A 7.
7. Oh,
damn.
excellent. Okay.
Why is this area so hard?
We're fucking this shit up real bad.
All right. You
I
you get
point at the
over.
grass. I point
You
at a butterfly in the grass and say, "Man, I've never seen a bird like that in my home." Clearly not identifying a bird.
Oh, good lord.
All right.
Hello,
So,
Stacy.
Kyrie.
What?
Oh, you guys want to roleplay? You can roleplay for a minute if you want to. Go right ahead.
What time is it right now? Like, is it mid morning?
It's in the evening. Yeah, it's in the evening. I do believe. Yep.
I throw a couple of hiccups in there as I'm pointing to the wrong animals, just to play it off as a little drunk.
Okay. Roll a deception check then, because you're trying to deceive.
Be great. Oh, that's fine. I'm very proficient in that. +7.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Okay. I was waiting for the natural one. I'm very proficient in it. Natural one.
What?
Okay. So you suck at pretending to watch birds, but at being drunk, spot on.
Why did I do this?
Kaylin, do you have anything in this situation here that you want to add or anything before we get back to Kyrie?
I don't even know.
Life the best.
And where be with us.
She's been
Confused
converted.
face.
All right. So, I guess Kyrie, you walk over to the gates. There's like large walls around where the barracks is, and the gates are still open at the moment. And there's people coming in and out, some wearing guard outfits and some wearing kind of plain clothes. As you make your way through the gate, there is a building there that is very obviously like an office type of building. So you kind of make your way over there and open the door. And as you walk in, there is a large gentleman in one of the guard uniforms sitting behind the counter. He's he's got a bald head, and he's got like a mustache and a goatee.
Name is Clannius.
And you assume that this is the Sarge. So
Excuse me, I was told to come here and speak to the sergeant. Is that you?
That is me. What do you want? Also, who told you to come here?
The guards over at the keep. It was a gentleman
Assholes.
and a lady.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. They're on fucking report. All right. What can I help you with?
So I was told earlier today that 2 representatives from the Temple of Vanweir, a paladin, a human paladin, and also a monk warlock. Well, but not monk warlock, monk elf. Jesus fuck. This is Ellen struggling, not Kyra.
Good. I'm glad you explained that.
This is Ellen.
All that changing has caused her to have a stroke.
But anyway, I was told they may have been arrested by the town guard. The guards at the gate weren't certain, but they said you should know. Are they here? Have they been arrested?
Listen, lady. Okay, I respect your little cult becoming a church and everything and settling into town, but I don't know everything that happens with every arrest that happens in this town. It's quite a rambunctious few, but give me just a second to check my board here, and I'll let you know. All right?
Thank you so much.
I still don't get paid enough for this shit. Let's see. Arrest yesterday. Arrest. Here we go. Today, arrest. Let's see. We got. Two at the Temple of Lathander. Of course, I bet they were trying to spread rays of sunshine all over town. Let's see here. We got 3 drunks, 4 prostitutes, 1 murder. What about the murder, was it? They didn't kill anybody, right?
My goodness, I don't think so.
You think they could have been killed?
Do I think they could have been killed?
But there was you said there was 2, right?
Yes, there
Okay,
were 2
this is
of
just
them.
one. Couldn't have been them. Unless one of them killed the other one. Now that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Well, considering the 2 of them, nah, he wouldn't.
All right, yeah, I've got. Hold on, it's okay. I got 2 animal worshippers were arrested outside of a bar in the lower city.
Oh, so they were, and are they jailed here? Is there bail? Anything like that? Any listing of the charges?
I'm reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been looking for them all day.
One moment. I've been looking for them for 2 minutes. Give me just a second.
Irie's internally holding back sass.
All right. They arrested outside the thing, scuffed up the guards, tried to yada 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 were brought here. Shows they were released earlier today.
They were released. Oh,
Yes.
all right. And
Yes, says they were
just
brought in for suspicious activity. Tried to rough up some guards. Guards ended up roughing them up. Brought here, released around noon today.
Oh, I guess they may have had other things to finish up, and that's why they didn't come back to the temple.
Maybe
right.
could be that the judge at the time or whatever was maybe they were a member of the Temple of Anwar.
Well, we have
Maybe
had
all
new
of them.
people joining lately. I haven't had a chance to meet everyone, but thank you so much. This is very helpful.
No problem. No problem. I'll just, sit here and do my job like I do every day.
Well, you're very good at it, sir. Thank you.
Well, no one ever says that. Thank you for mentioning that.
Well, they should. Everyone deserves
I
to feel
agree.
appreciated.
No one appreciates the desk sergeant. Not a one. They just think I just sit here and shovel papers and stuff. But it's a hard job. It's difficult.
Those papers are what keep everything running.
What did I say? How would anybody know where anything is if I didn't put the papers in the right spot? But no, of course not. I'm not
Listen.
a real guard. No.
Now, if you ever want to teach them a lesson, I had this problem with a few of the holy people down at the temple. Just don't show up for work one morning. Take a day for yourself. Let them fend for themselves, and within a few hours, they'll realize that they really should treat you better.
Be a good idea. My backup, Steve, he has no idea what the hell's going on. I don't even think he can read.
It's worth a try. It definitely worked for me. The gentlemen have been worlds better. I think they had issues with women or something. But try it out. I hope it does something for you.
What? I think I may do that. Thank you very much.
Of course.
I have to check out this church.
Yes, do stop by sometime. We have some great dinners there on occasion. At
I
least,
love dinners.
Yes. A few of the other soldiers have said as much as well. Thank you. And she's gonna duck out. Yeah, damn it, Buck.
Don't spit on that burger.
A liter cola? Do we have a liter cola?
It's for a cop.
Hey, Sarge, where's that bar you like to go to? You know that one bar that has the stuff in it? And
Oh, you mean shenanigans?
Fucking love that movie. But anyway, I'm gonna head back out to join up with Stanasi and Kaylin and their not convincing bird watching.
More enthusiastic squirrel now.
I'm gonna walk out there and just be like, "You two are terrible at this."
And I look at her with a hiccup. Fuck you mean?
Do you not see that fat squirrel over there?
Roll an insight check on the drunk acting.
Motherfuck! What the hell? It's another nat one.
This is
Oh
karmic
my
ending
God.
for you.
Jesus fuck!
I'd say I breathed on you, but I didn't.
That's the entire stash of D20s, because apparently I'm going through them all tonight.
You totally
Jesus
believe that
fuck.
Stanasi has found some alcohol and is drunk at this point.
Listen,
Good God,
I'm not as drunk as you think I am. I think you're drunk.
Drunks never think they're as drunk as they actually are. Let's go. They're alive and they were released.
Stumbling as we walk away.
God.
Goodbye, Hamlet.
Hamlet was cute. Yeah, he was
Oh, is
adorable.
that the fat squirrel? That really is a fat squirrel.
I named him Hamlet because he
I would
reminded
use
me of a
Hamlet
ham.
as a pig's name personally, but I like it.
Ham sounds really good.
He was chunky like a ham. So
Well, let's get back to the inn. I think the others may be there. But Eldrick and Yarman were released, so no prison break necessary.
Huh.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
All right,
get back
so
to
you
the
guys.
I just picture Kaylin in the middle with us
Yeah.
on either side of her. That's what I'm picturing right now.
Yep. You guys make your way back towards the inn, and now we're gonna jump over to Leonard and JD on their way to
And
somewhere.
on the way
JD
back, I
doesn't
duck
know.
into an alley to change back.
Okay. All right. All right. So you finish your makeover and you guys head out slightly after the others. And he starts to take you over to the same side of town where your other two party members were abducted in that area.
Okay.
So it takes a little while to get over there, about 15, 20 minutes, I think I said was the walk across town. You pass the road that goes up to the upper district. And he doesn't take you towards the shops. He kind of takes you a little further north, and it's a real shady part of town. Like houses kind of look like they're kind of falling down a little bit. There's some that have completely caved in, maybe some that have been
The more
burnt and not built
condemned
back.
ramshackle part of town.
Yeah, but there are people that are living up here as well. So, but they look pretty sketchy at best. So he takes you down into that area, and you guys walk around to the back of one of the houses, and he kind of knocks on the door, like he knocks like 3 times, and he waits.
JD's kind of just standing with his arms crossed beside him.
So in a few moments, you hear a voice that kind of comes to the door there.
Hello?
It's Leonard.
Leonard who?
You know, I've been by here a couple times.
A lot of people come by here.
He leans into the door. Listen, I spent enough coin here. You know who Leonard is.
That he opens the door a little bit. You see an eye.
Yes, come inside, come inside.
I look a little different. I got a makeover.
Thought
Don't ask
you just
questions.
got a little son.
All right, you two walk in. Do you walk in, JD?
Yeah, JD goes
Okay.
in behind him. Still ain't said anything yet. He's just kind of observing.
Okay. All right, so you both walk in, and the gentleman closes the door behind you. It's pretty dark in here. There's some sunlight peeking in through some windows that have boards over them. The place is not in really good shape at all. Like, it is very sparsely decorated. There's like maybe a table and a couple chairs, maybe some old food sitting out. Just not a very good scene at all. You can roll a perception if you want, if you're scanning the room at all, or you can just go along with
I'll
the.
look around as I walk in.
Okay.
Let's see, perception. That is a 21.
All right. So as you walk in, I need you to roll a medicine check.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a 13.
13. You're not super familiar with this, but you think that you see on one of the counters, it looks like a station where they're doing some type of chemistry or something. Not really exactly sure what's going on there.
Oh, Leonard. What brings you by the place? You need a refill?
No. My friend here is needing some paperwork.
Paperwork, is it? So you're not here to bring me another customer for the good stuff.
No, he's not into that. He's just wanting to his portfolio of documentation, you know.
Looks over to JD. Looks him at him.
Are you a cop, little man?
What exactly am I looking at?
All right, so you see a very skinny man, right? I'm sorry, not. This would be. Hang on. Let me pull up the picture so I can just describe it. All right, so it's a very skinny, like short, what looks to be maybe a man, like a short man, maybe a dwarf, but really skinny though. So if it is a dwarf, it is an odd looking dwarf because they're usually a little more stout. It's wearing kind of like a suit, but it's not, it's kind of tattered around the edges, and just like a jacket over just like a kind of a dirty like white shirt. Very sparse hair kind of whipped back over the head there.
Because with the bald stuff, yes, I'm starting to take it personal.
And just
But
like
Clint, you've seen these kind of people knock on your window before. It's fine. It has nothing to do with you.
just like 5 o'clock shadow, you know. Older, maybe got a few wrinkles and stuff.
So when he asks him that question, JD looks at him and goes, "No, I don't have any care for those individuals, especially in this town." And he leans in to say this a little quieter, especially with those fucking hell riders.
I don't know. Leonard's never done me wrong before, but I smell pop on you. Authority, something about you. But like I said, I trust Leonard. So, documents, you say. What documents are we needing today?
I just need a particular document that may allow me to gain access to certain, shall we say, lawful areas that I may not otherwise be able to get into.
You gonna steal something from the keep?
Oh, no.
You gonna kill a guard?
Elazar here.
need-
He doesn't have any love for the guards.
I wouldn't need documentation to kill a guard.
Time's needed to get to where they are.
They'll eventually leave their station and go home or to a bar. Just take them out there.
Yes, but that's no fun. Not very creative. Are you sure you're not a cop? Leonard, did you bring me a cop?
He's not a cop. You ever seen a cop that looks like this?
Clan's poor Mike. He's getting so much lower every time he talks.
Oh. You need to prove that you're somebody important.
And he hands him a piece of paper that he scrolled down what he wants it to say.
You came prepared. I respect that. Someone that knows what they want. You sure you don't want to refill, Leonard?
No. Talk about that later.
Look at this letter here. Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you're not a cop. But you want everybody to think you're a cop.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, I can do it. It's going to take me a little bit, but I can do it. It's not going to be cheap.
I think we need this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I can do it sooner, but that means it's even less cheap.
That depends on your asking price, I guess.
Maybe, let's see, a letter. Proving you're a cop. And quick. That is not bad. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to run you about, just carry the one. It's a Thursday. Winds out of the west. Probably about 2,000 gold.
I think you can do better than that.
I mean, I can do it for 3,000 gold.
Oh no, I'm talking cheaper.
So that seems intimidating to me. So can you roll an intimidation check?
That is a 16.
16. There you go.
Oh, you're funny. I like you. I like when Leonard or one of my friends brings me a comedian. They make me laugh.
Elzar, he's
Sir.
serious.
Really? He's serious. Apparently he doesn't realize where he's at and who he's talking to. You think that frightens me?
At that point, he goes, I realize where I am. May not know who I'm talking to.
Well,
But for the most part, you would be considered probably the eyes and the ears of the place. May even have your hands in some things that are more on an official level that you want to keep under the table. Maybe keep out of the way of the Hell Riders. Maybe out of the way of the guards.
you think I'm scared of them?
Oh no, but you are scared of the royals coming down to stop you.
Royal schmoyals. I don't give a damn about royals. You think I do what I do here? I'm scared?
Why all the hiding then if you're not scared?
2 reasons. 1, I don't want everybody coming here. And 2, this place has a lot of ambiance. So no, 2,000 gold. If you keep trying to bring it down and trying to threaten me, it's going to be 3,000 very quickly.
So as you're standing in like this, what looks like a kitchen area, you're just standing and talking, you hear some movement coming from the room back behind Elazar, and you see one Goliath slip into the room and walk over and lean up against the counter, and then you see a second one come in and leans up against the wall and crosses his arms right next to the door.
Hello, boys.
Boss.
Lunchtime. My boys are coming home for some lunch. I'd hate to dirty the place up with blood. They don't like killing on an empty stomach.
But I never once threatened you.
You talk in a tone that's very threatening. I think you're a man that usually gets his way by pushing his weight around.
Oh yeah, because as you can see, 3'6" is a lot of weight to push around.
Listen, I am not here to talk about your short man syndrome. I'm just saying. Little guy to little guy, I understand. I'm just saying that it doesn't work with me.
I just
You can
came to
either pay the
get a job
2,000.
done, but
Well,
clearly
I'm
you
telling
can't
you,
handle it. So
they
that's
can
fine.
do it. Apparently, though, you are too poor to pay for the job. And I don't do stuff with poor people.
No, I'm not too poor to handle the job. You just haven't proven to me that it's worth my time or money.
Pay me the 2,000 and I'll prove it.
See, then I'm out 2,000 and shoddy work.
Leonard.
I was like, maybe he pays you half or something, or then half when he picks it up.
1,200 gold now. The rest is due when you pick it up. No refunds.
How early can you get it done?
Give me a couple of hours. I also expect you to be way more grateful when you come to pick it up than you are now.
Gratitude only comes to those that have actually helped me. You've done nothing but threaten me with your Goliaths.
Leonard. Listen, you either pay me now or you go find someone else to do it. I don't have to have your work. I'm not some poor shopkeep.
I never said you were.
Do we have a deal?
No, on second thought, I apologize for wasting your time. How close am I to the table that had the stuff on it?
It's about, I'd say about 10 feet to your left.
JD walks over and sets 5 gold on the table and starts walking towards the door.
Leonard, do I need to be concerned about your friend?
No. There's no problem. There's the sound of the doors. JD was like,
That was like way too
JD
perfect.
left.
I was like,
To
wow.
hell with it. I'm out.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know, I wouldn't sully our relationship. You know that, Elazar.
Good, because if you bring him back, I'm cutting you off. And probably your head.
Yeah, gotcha. And he leaves with right behind JD. Is JD just gone?
Nope. JD didn't walk out the door until they were done.
Oh,
He walked
okay.
towards the door.
All right, gotcha. So you guys walk outside, and Leonard's like, "What the hell was that?"
I didn't really need papers. I needed to find who ran the slums of the town.
You found him. You could have just asked.
Don't really trust you. Trust you a
You
little
could-
more now.
You can see he's visibly shaken from the whole interaction. So
Do you need to go back in there and get a fix? Is that why you're shaking?
no, I don't do good with situations like that, really.
I just wanted to see what was causing the biggest problems in this town. Knowing the Hell Riders are in charge, or who's in charge of the Hell Riders, is an issue. Seeing who's running this part of town, that's also an issue. There's one factor we haven't got figured out yet, though.
Sorry.
There's supposed to be a royal that runs the Hell Riders, and it ain't happening. There's a piece missing here. It seems like the royals have abandoned the town's livelihood to whatever filth runs the streets.
You could say that again. But this is just the way that I've always known this place to be. Maybe a long time ago it was different.
The Hell Riders have fallen a long way. This town apparently has too. JD kind of chuckles and starts walking back towards the church. And it doesn't seem like he's chuckling over what he just said. He kind of has a look on his face like he's planning something and laughing about it.
All right, so you guys walk back. At that point, we'll take a quick break so everybody can go to the bathroom, get some drinks, whatever. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes to pick up with either the next day or what's going on with the rest of this evening. So, all right, see you guys in a few.
Rude.
All right, so before the break,
You're
we
not
had
one
some
of the
people buy
idiots.
some Streamloots cards. So the way those will work, if you buy Streamloots cards, we may even have a chat command to show you where to get those and stuff. But if you buy those and you play them, a lot of them are things that would happen at a later purpose. Like if you play like a loot card, it's not going to happen immediately. It's not like it's just going to be right there. It won't happen until the party finds a chest, defeats a bad guy, something like that, you know. And there's an opportunity to find it. There's other ones where
Stream loots.
That's just funny. No, guess there's no
Sleuths?
chat command. I think I had one in my old stuff, but when I moved everything around, I must have missed that one.
Sleuths is my new favorite command.
But Stream Elements
It needs to have
definitely
something.
wants you to
Little known
watch Super
fact,
Retro Game Show.
Sleuths was actually a command in my channel, actually. For the
That
stream
sounds
loots.
about right.
Because it
that's
would
accurate.
grab your attention when somebody put that in chat. As
And just
proven
sounds
now.
dirty.
What,
Sounds
Sleuths?
dirty.
What's wrong with Sleuths? You come
That
on our
command
stream,
was
you,
written by Andros.
listen, you come on our stream, you buy a couple Sleuths, it's no problem.
Oh my lord.
Come visit
I
my
thought
sleuths
that was for
page,
the
buy a few
Patreon.
things. Will be fun.
Exactly.
Or the
come by,
OnlyFans.
come by and buy some.
For the only clans.
Nerdy coat. Yeah, that sounds worse.
Buy my sleuths. Buy my sleuths.
I want
Only
a
clans,
custom
that's a thing in
URL.
Alabama.
I want a custom URL, which is for the only liches that leads back to the Streamloots page.
Listen, don't try that because I will do it.
Onlyclan.com/sleuths. There you go.
All right, so if you play there are some cards that will happen like instantaneous, like they are, and there's some that you have to build up to, like that you can't draw from the packs. You have to build up for. One of which I
takes a
think may
while.
be a dragon
Yes,
appears, and
summon
if a
a
dragon,
What?
if that card's played, then we do a poll in the chat, and whoever's in the chat, even the players, can vote on the poll whether the dragon is helpful or harmful to the party. So
I forgot about that one.
You're welcome.
I forgot about
How
Bucks
rare is the
fucking-
dragon card?
it is the
Well,
most
it
rare
takes
card,
a
I
minute.
think.
Okay.
It's legendary and it has fragments.
Oh,
It
okay.
takes-
yeah.
Yeah.
It takes longer to get that card than it did for Goku to go Super Saiyan the first time in Dragon Ball.
Damn. No, I didn't set it up that bad.
Ooh,
Oh,
are those
hello,
pizza
Never
rolls?
mind.
I'm not gonna eat them right yet. I'm gonna let them sit for a minute because they're hot.
She hasn't set in her
Lava.
lap chat
Maybe
because
frozen.
she's cold.
Or they might be frozen.
I'm actually
You're
hot right now. I'm not cold at all.
It's
I'm
actually
sweating.
warm as fuck here.
Today was actually warm. Which
That
is
work
weird.
for you, Diz?
Sure. Yep.
It's not pizza, but it's close.
So, yep,
So
just
you know,
deduct that amount.
When pizza's on a
and-
bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Technically, you can get the ones tomorrow,
Okay.
but you have to wait 2 days on the other. But or you can pick them all up at the same time. So, whatever works for JD. Okay, so coming back, we've got JD and Leonard. Where were you guys going after that?
Heading back to the temple.
Temple. Okay, so going back to the temple. I think everybody else was going to the inn, right? And we already have some people that have kind of crashed for the evening. So, I'm just gonna roll to see which one we go with. Unless, are you guys doing anything when you get back to the inn, or do you have anything to work out?
Wait,
Or are you
no,
just
my
trying to advance the day?
clarification question.
You
Did
were already
we-
gone.
We were already gone when they said they were going to the inn, right? Yeah. Okay. Then never mind.
Yes.
We'd be going to the temple.
You're going to the temple. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Does
all right.
that make
So
more sense?
let's see. So JD and Leonard would get there first, and then you guys would probably be trailing them, about 15, 20 minutes later. Actually, it was 2 hours. You'd be like an hour behind them. So, all right. So, Leonard, JD, get back to the temple. Is there anything you're wanting to work out there, or
I want
talk to
the
Kyra?
priestess. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, she's not in the library, but you hear her coming down the hallway. You hear a door open and close, and she walks down the hallway and joins you in the library there. Did it go well? You seem to be back really quickly.
It went well for my purposes. Not so
Leonard
much
just
for
kind of
him.
rubs his head a little bit and looks, and it's just like rubs his hand. Just that bronzer stuff is just, he doesn't like it, the feel of it. I'm gonna go wash this stuff off, I think. So he leaves you and Kyra there.
Do you really know him?
She kind of looks. No, I mean, he's been here for maybe a couple months now.
Does
I
he
mean,
ever
it's good to
seem
have the
off?
help. He's strange. He keeps to himself quite a bit.
No, I'm talking about like on edge, jittered every so often, like he hasn't. I guess the best way to look at it is like an alcoholic that needs that drink.
I'm not familiar with that. He does seem to be a little temperamental sometimes, like easy to anger, maybe a little bit. He's never been mean or anything, but not friendly.
He may have gotten in with the wrong set of people in this town. I didn't go tonight to get documents. I went to go find out who runs this town in the lower levels, in the shadows. And he's in with them to a point. I feel like he ran and left the other two there because he was afraid if he got caught that he would slip up. Either what he may have on him that links them back to the individual we met tonight, or was worried that he would be tortured and give up enough information to set said individual against him. So I stand by what I said when I called him a coward. However, were you able to contact Nathaniel?
I was. He was out on patrol, as I thought he might be, but they were coming back tomorrow evening, and he can come by then.
Hurting him is not my main goal. But there's information that I truly need to know. There's something, there's a piece missing in this town. Something your board is also missing.
That is?
Where is the noble that is supposed to be with the Hell Riders?
Good question. They don't seem to be interested.
Or they have other alternatives and uses for the Hell Riders that they don't want to be implicated in.
Hopefully we can get to the bottom of this.
Is there somewhere when you set the appointment up that you can send Leonard? Like maybe the storeroom, somewhere that we can make sure he's out of the way.
Yeah. I just want you to know I'm invested in finding the truth.
Oh, I have no doubt. And he kind of looks at her board.
I don't know if I told any of you. I can't remember, but my mother used to run an enchanting shop here a long time ago. And then things started to change, and she's had her own beliefs. Maybe she stood up against the wrong people. She went missing, just like all these others.
There's
And
definitely something wrong in this town.
I think the royal family has something to do with it, and probably the Hell Riders as well. It tells you how much that I trust Nathaniel.
When she says she thinks the royal family might have something to do with it, JD walks over and points at the picture of the individual that looks identical to the one that, you know, we could physically see now. And he goes, this is enough evidence to show that there's something wrong. No one looks that close, that far apart in years.
Strange. It's like even they disappear for a time and there's no news of them. Are your other friends, are they coming back here, or are they gone to rest for the evening?
I know 3 of them went to the inn. They said as much before they left. I'm not sure if the pirate and whatever she is is coming back here or not.
So JD, are you gonna stay there for a while, or
I was gonna say I was gonna tell her I'll stay for a while to see if anyone returns before I depart to the inn.
okay? So time goes by, and Leonard rejoins you guys in there, and about an hour later, Stanasi and Kyrie and Kaylin come back.
Well, we found Stanasi.
More like she found you.
Basically, and almost got us into trouble with the guards. You're muted, Regan.
They were nice. It was fine. We were good.
Yeah, you're really too good at popping into places where you shouldn't be.
You're not wrong.
But anyway, Eldrick and Yarman were arrested and taken to the keep, but they were released and left around noon. So I don't know where the fuck they are.
Kaylin also found a fat squirrel named Hamlet.
Yes,
I
they
named
found
him-
a squirrel.
I named
Very
him Hamlet.
helpful.
As those two are saying that, JD just closes his eyes and shakes his head like that was not the task at hand.
Yes, Eldrick and Yarman aren't there. We don't need to plan any kind of prison break. They were released, but yeah, I have no clue where the hell they would have gone.
It may not have been them being released and them getting to leave on their own of their own volition and free will.
That's what the desk sergeant said. He said that the judge released them. They had been arrested for suspicious behavior, but then released.
But did the desk sergeant say that they walked out on their own or that they were just released? It sounds all
Didn't
well
he
and good
say-
on paper.
Shit, Ellen's brain is blanking now. Didn't he say they just walked out?
He said
Did
they
he
were
not specify?
released. He gave no further details.
Okay. Shit.
Being
Well,
released on information with people that are going missing sounds good on paper. Doesn't mean that they're actually released. They may not be in that jail, but there's no guarantee that they're not captive elsewhere.
no, but there's no way he was going to tell me that.
Oh, of course not. It's probably above his pay grade.
No, I may have suggested that he go on strike for a few hours, but beyond that, he was not about to. Well, I don't know where we go next for that.
I mean, we might as well just go on to the end and rest for the night. The others are already there.
Right. Kyra, I just wanted to ask real quick. You said you've lived here for quite a while, correct?
Yeah, I grew up here actually.
And have you always served Anweir?
No, not always. No.
Oh, was this a recent decision, or?
Well, I tried to run my mother's shop for a while, and that didn't work out. I'm not the business lady that she was, so it just made more sense for me to find a job that kind of suited me, which there was a library here at the church, and so they hired me to take care of the books. And and then everyone's gone now, so
And how long have you worked here?
it's been goodness, going on like 10 years now.
Right. Okay, I I was just wondering, based on some things I heard today about the church, I was just curious. And she's gonna kind of half look at JD just to be like, we should talk.
Oh yeah, the he gives you the look like, yeah, there's a lot of shit we need to discuss that I found out too. He doesn't say it, he just looks at you like,
Well, I was just wondering. We heard various things today, and I was just wanting to, just a bit curious. Thank you for your help today. That desk sergeant may be coming by. He didn't get your name or give his, so you won't be expected to know who he is. Oh, but also, the guards from this morning, George and Barney. Not the brightest fellows. They may show up here. You do know them. If they do. Just,
Okay.
you don't have to be super detailed. They didn't give much information about themselves, but just nod and pretend you recognize them.
I hope you don't get me in trouble.
they may show
Oh
up for
no,
free
no.
food.
They were very friendly. They really were more interested in the food.
Because JD
Gotcha.
was there for that part.
But, thank you, Kyra. If those two do end up back here, I doubt they will. They know where to find us.
Can probably deal with them. All right, so I guess you guys are heading back to the inn then?
Yep.
Okay. Doing anything there or just advancing to the next day?
I want to talk to JD.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, did we ever
So
get Huck like to stop preaching, or
I
are
was
we
gonna
still
say, are we
standing there
about to
watching him
walk
preach,
into a
or what's
sermon?
happening?
I think
I
we
think
just
you-
gave up on him.
Like, it's
I
straight
think
up
you-
about to be like a revival meeting.
I think Adara went upstairs and
Can I just be passed out on the bar? Like
Pro-
not
yeah,
passed
yeah,
out drunk, but can I
sure.
just be asleep?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I don't want to leave him, but I'm too tired, and Prugwin's just sitting there, kind of keeping an eye on both of us.
Yep. Yep. So as you guys get to the bar, it doesn't look like a bar anymore. It's like the tables have been pushed to the sides and all the chairs are in rows now. And Huck is just walking back and forth and he's hitting his book and holding it in the air and
And
ever
death,
so
death, my friends, is the purest release to greatness.
and
Where
you
the
just
hell
hear
did
people
you find this guy?
screaming and clapping as you guys open the door.
Revival church over here.
I go into the comms and I go, Prugwin, I asked you to watch him. That meant don't let him do anything stupid.
Yes, but well, you know, it was kind of good.
And everyone that could physically see JD sees the look on his face like, this is not fucking good. Like, this is fucked up on all counts.
How does he do this every time?
There has to be some type of issue when they created him. And either part of his spirit didn't make it into that frame, or he's been hit one too many times. I don't know.
God. Today's been interesting. Should we touch base with the others? Maybe wake Adara up, apparently?
I mean, it looks like right now we need to get some weird ass sermon broken up.
I would love to
Yeah.
say more, but I actually got to ask this a question, so y'all don't count on me for anything.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, Diz, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I actually Huck knows anything about Kalimvor. I have a plus 30 religion, but like just thinking about my character, where would I have gotten exposure, you know? So
No exposure, but Kalimvor as a deity, if you're educated in any form or fashion, which usually wizards are in some means, they at least read books. I don't know. You kind of absorb books.
so like would I know just like basics, like various names? I wouldn't know much about the story, right? Like his overall story, I would just know.
You would know the tales that probably any child would be told about it. If you're bad, and you go before Kalimvor, then he'll keep you in his city of the what would they be called? Like purgatory. It's kind of like
a little bit of that
purgatory.
information too when
City
we
of the
first got
Damned.
there. Because
It's not City of
had
the
a-
Damned so much. It's just like souls that can't find their way.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
or-
That's where Huck's going for this blasphemy
Detroit.
bullshit happening in
He
the bar.
He keeps you in
Or-
Detroit.
Oh,
If you're really bad, then
In the Rock City?
you'll be sent. Kalimvor will send you to the 9 hells or something, where the devils will get you or something. Stuff like that. He's the gatekeeper. Is basically it's where the scales come in that you see in the mythology with him and stuff. So
I
And I
did
told
read
you
up
some
on
of
his backstory, by the way, if y'all have time. It is actually hella interesting. Kind of tragic. Pretty tragic.
I have things that I can make Huck have a flashback, so
Nice.
maybe I'll use them.
Same.
Ooh, nice.
Yay, strimlets!
So I can
Is
just
it-
keep on sermoning, but you guys could also
is it bad that
try to stop me.
as a player, JD has the thought process of wanting to hurt Huck till he turns red, so he quits preaching and goes into battle mode?
If that's what JD want to do, JD want to do. Yes.
Any suggestions, anyone, on how to make him shut up? Because Stanasi and Kalen are with us too. Even though
No.
Stanasi had to walk away for a second.
Kaylin's just not even paying attention to his sermon. She's just gonna go up to the bar and grab a drink.
Oh,
Jeez.
she's gonna go flirt with that fucking bartender again. You've worked with him for a while. How do we make him stop?
I'll see what I can do. And he goes up and he kind of hits Huck in the leg. Not a punch, but like shove him a little bit in the leg to get his attention, to get him to stop for a second.
My flock. I'm sorry. We must be done for the night. And while I truly cherish, yes, I know, while I truly cherish this time you have given to me, because it is time that we have in the temporary plane of living, remember that it's all fleeting. Kalimvor will meet us when we die. And don't forget to visit your local Kalimvor worship establishment. It's a good one.
You see people shaking their heads and kind of talking as they're kind of getting up, and they clap, and they're all walking by and trying to shake your hand and stuff.
Yes. Kalimvor be with you. Yes, death awaits us all. Yes.
Some of them are like giving you donations as they're going by.
Oh God! Damn it! Not again! Yes!
This
Why
will-
is Huck our most reliable source of money?
The
Can you
scales
roll
are
a,
weighted in your favor, my friend. Yes.
So, can you roll a, let's say, 2d100?
Me? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you could have him use the loot table and roll 20 dis. You did
Uh,
make a coin table.
Slash.
You can. You could use the loot table and roll 20 as well. Yep. But Let's see. That works. So you get 96 silver pieces. You're not dealing with upper class here, so you get what, 9 gold and 6 silver.
Kalimdor is appreciative.
All right, as people
JD,
funnel
yes.
out.
Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes. JD. Hi.
And when you look at him, he has this furious look on his face,
Oh,
like he's about to tear you up.
Oh, have I? What is it, my friend? Are you constipated?
Why in the hell can you not go anywhere without making a scene?
I don't know.
You are aware that if this gets to the guards or the Hell Riders, they may come looking for you.
I didn't actually consider that. I was just taken with the spirit of things.
Do you even have a religion, Huck?
Oh, why, yes. This is really a jolly good religion. I mean, just listen to this. It's really...
Oh, no.
Oh,
Nope. And as he says, just listen to this, JD starts walking away.
well, all right. Well, maybe later. I think it's time for me to study spells. Yes.
Huck, I think it's time we put the bar back in shape, since your followers, seem to have rearranged things a bit.
Oh, yes. Well,
We should put those back.
I suppose. Do you know, I could handle this, my friends. It's really... I don't actually feel that tired or hungry. Just at present.
If you think you can handle it, okay. I can help if you need me to.
I am a responsible gentleman of a certain age. I'm pretty sure I can rearrange a tavern.
All right. Just when rearranging, the feet of the table go on the floor.
Oh, okay. Now that makes
Just-
perfect sense. Yes.
Just making sure that that's...
Do you know,
considered.
I was thinking about opening another fish stall just over there in the corner. It looks to be about the right size.
Well, our schedule's a little filled up at the moment.
Oh, of course.
Maybe once we've finished what we came here to do, we can talk about it.
Yes, learn spells. Right. And I start
Yes.
arranging furniture.
So, Kaylin, as you walk over to the bar, you see Adara just one arm on the bar, head on it, the other arm hanging off. Definitely the arm hanging is asleep, probably, when she wakes up.
Bored to death.
Yeah.
Oh heavens, that looks so relatable. Who's behind the bar? Cade?
You've got Cade behind the bar.
Hello again, dear.
Hey
dear
there,
Cade.
Kaylin. Yes, and you're Kaylin.
How are you doing?
I am doing great this evening.
That is absolutely wonderful to hear. Fills my heart with joy. Could I have a drink, please? Something strong. It's been a long day.
Sure. He gets that glass out and pours and sets the bottle down next to the glass and pushes the glass over to you.
Thank you so much. Anything interesting happened today while we were gone?
Well, I didn't know your friend there had such great ideals, and I'm definitely going to be checking out this Church of Kellamvor. I didn't know how interesting it was.
Oh my god.
Are you busy tomorrow?
Am I busy tomorrow? Oh, I might be. It would probably be better to ask me in the morning.
Of course, yes.
This group here seems to be on a rather tight schedule. So I'm trying to stick with them as much as I can. What did you have in mind?
Well, I thought about checking out that Church of Kellenbor. I thought you might want to come along with me.
That's very sweet of you. And I do appreciate the offer. However, religion is not entirely my thing. And I've had a lot of religion today. It's a part of the reason why I'm just exhausted.
Now listen, I understand. I thought the exact same thing, but once your buddy over there started talking and reading from that book, I mean, it just kind of opened my eyes. I really think maybe you should sit down with him and let him share that book with you.
Maybe. I'm always open to give it a chance. However, it just never works out in the end. I have all the faith in my metal friend and wish him well on his religious journey, if that's what you would call it.
Well, maybe when I get back from checking that church out, we could talk and get into something else, maybe.
Yes, I would be more than happy to hear about your what you learned and what you felt from that church. I was there earlier with them, and it just did not sit right with me. But you know, you might be different. It might be something you're more in tune to.
Yeah. We'll see. I think it's a good fit, but we'll find out tomorrow. Your friend over there didn't have a lick to drink here. She's just passed out. Maybe the smell of it just went straight to her head. I don't know. She looks exhausted though.
It might be. We've had a long day today. All of us. Some more affected than the others. But that she just looks so both uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time. She must be resting well.
Yeah, you may want to pack her up to a room or something.
Is Prugwin still nearby?
Yeah, I think he's just sitting at a table at the moment, or in one of the chairs at least. The tables are all moved to the side.
Mr. Prugwin, was it?
Oh, oh, that's my dad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't be so formal. But Prugwin, was it? Would you be a dear and carry Adara up to her room? I feel as though she might be more comfortable in bed rather than here at the bar.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. You're such a dear.
As soon as Prugwin goes to pick her up, she's gonna scare and turn around and grab his arm.
Oh no, claws out.
Because while she's sleeping, she's not dead. She can be woke up.
Like, did she grab him with the claws, or?
I mean, she'll just grab. She won't
Just
actually
grab.
attack. I feel like she would know if she's still in a public place. And she's
Okay. She just grabs a hold of you. Just look at her. Just.
Oh.
All right. Sorry.
Prugwin just goes shh.
Sorry, Prugwin.
Finger out.
It's not. I startle sometimes when I'm unaware. Thank you for waking me. That it just kind of all, you know.
I told him to I told him to help you up to your room, so hopefully you can be a bit more comfortable.
Oh, yes. I do need to head upstairs. I do have a few things to show Huck before I go back to sleep. But yes, just gently wake. Picking up is not advised. Cat senses kick in, and it all goes haywire from there.
Yes, I'm sorry, Prugwin.
No problem.
Thank you, gentlemen. Huck.
Ah, yes. Hi.
Did you still want to talk about your book, the spells?
Oh, well, jolly good. You looked pretty sleepy, but I am not so sleepy.
I can show you a few things before I hit the hay.
Oh, great! How far along am I in the room there?
I'd say you're
Like,
close to being done.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Adara will cast a mage hand, and it will start finishing the rest of putting the room together.
Oh, well, awesome. Awesome. Yes. Ah, very good.
Oh, Kate, I hope my friend over there has not bothered you with moving your tables or anything.
No, I helped him do that.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, I hope he sets up another sermon here before too long. It was really good. I mean,
Just all you, I from what I've gathered, all you really need to do with that one is just ask.
yep, he's a real good guy. I get that. Yep.
He is. He's a very kind one. Could I get another pour of that drink, please? That was.
Yeah. He pours you another drink.
Thank you. Oh, you have been such a sweetheart since I've came into town. I cannot be more grateful.
Oh, it's nothing at all.
I cannot remember. Are you from this area? Where do you come from?
No, I actually come from over on the east side of Faerun originally. My family they were from well, what's remaining of Karator, parts of it, the southern part. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never been there actually, but they told me stories about the place, and definitely don't want to go up to the north part. But the southern part, that's okay. That's still occupied by my people, and
I would absolutely love to hear those stories sometime. I bet they're absolutely fascinating.
anytime. I mean, if you want to come back to my room here, I could. I think I got a book with some of the stories in it, and
oh, that sounds like an absolute treat. I'm actually prepping to head for bed myself. I'm, like I said, and as you can see, I'm just spent for the day. How much do I owe you for the drinks?
don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Again, that heart of gold. Thank you very much. And I'll give Kate a kiss on the cheek and mosey on up the steps.
Right. So everybody else going up to their rooms, or
before I headed up to my room, did I just witness that at the bar?
I guess so. Here's how I would like to imagine it. Prugwin's just standing there holding you kind of half cradled in his, and you guys are watching this happen.
Adara will kind of look over to Kate and go, and then she'll walk herself upstairs. So she'll just be like, all right.
All right, so you guys go upstairs and work on some magic a little bit. And anybody else doing anything else before bed? Nope. Okay. So,
well, I was gonna say, JD, do we want to discuss some things tonight, or should we wait for the others? Seems like everyone's a bit worn out.
Might as well just brief them all. Save
Right.
time.
Understood. Well, I'll at least tell them that they aren't in the prison, at least. But otherwise, I think it's time to call it a night.
At some point, did you shift?
Yeah, on the way back, I did.
Change. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I missed that, so just making sure.
Yeah, on the way back from the keep, I said I ducked into an alley so I could shift before we made it back. And before I go to bed, I'm gonna kind of just knock on everybody's doors and let them know, hey, they aren't at the prison.
Only man's not at the prison.
So, I guess everybody goes to bed with that knowledge.
I was just gonna say, you knock on our door and you like peep in, but all you see is like Huck and I furiously writing in our books, like we're in a
I try to get your attention.
Nothing.
But if you ignore me, that's fine. Fuck it, we'll talk in the morning.
Intense study session. I'm trying to teach Huck a thing.
Trying to teach Huck a thing.
Actually, she's not gonna stop you from teaching him. She's not even gonna disturb you. She's gonna be like, yeah, that's more important.
Needs to know a thing.
All right. So, in doing that, you can copy down. I'm not sure the actual rule on like how many you can copy down in. That costs amount of gold to do that and stuff like that, but we can look that up. We'll say that you have to learn them as well, kind of. So maybe you can do maybe 2 spells that you guys can copy back and forth. But you know, if you want to share any spells that you have,
2 spells each, or like 1 spell from mine to his and 1 from his to mine.
We'll say 2 each.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure I understood.
I'll look up some more solid rules on actually how wizards. And I'll tell you what.
Yeah, we'll talk about spells
and
what they are later, because we haven't even discussed what we want to trade yet. So
right. So I've never had any wizards, and now I have 2 wizards. So
we got to have all the spells.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Huck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna look for that book somewhere.
All right, so we'll just skip to the next day. With the next day, I guess everybody gets up, at a reasonable time, comes down, gets some food, and you guys can discuss either privately or in the bar down there what your plans are.
Huck, you don't sleep, right?
No.
Okay, so Adara falls asleep at the table, and Huck's just still copying things, and I'm like, oh, that was way better than I thought it was. I feel quite rejuvenated.
Oh, great. Just one question. All these violent spells, why?
Oh, was it the end of the question? Oh.
Yes.
Well, you see, Huck, where I come from, there was a war. And I advised our king on how to save our people. And in order to do so, sometimes to save the people we love requires to do things we don't want to do.
Mm.
So I had to learn things that aren't necessarily the most good things in order to help the people that we care about.
Well, I suppose it's not all bad. You probably delivered a lot of souls to Kellamvor. My master was always very fixated on what he would call the glory of graviturgical spells. And I agree, it is a handy trick, but really not so much since we've all been together. I always stay sharp on my graviturgy spells, but I really don't get much chance to use them. Maybe I shouldn't have left the vocation, but also I was really bad at it. When my master fell asleep for a very long time, they said, well, Huck can't help us. He has no idea. He's from this land. He can't remember anything. I have no idea what they're talking about all the time. So, I've never had much chance to use combats, but now I don't have much chance to use what I was trained in.
You see, the
Very
one
good.
good thing about being a wizard is that learning new spells is our job. We are always here for more intellect and more knowledge. And you're more than welcome to anything in my book, anytime.
Oh, that's really good. Could you possibly explain why we're not putting our faces on the book, though? I feel
Oh, yes.
copying it down is...
Boring?
I just don't understand.
Yeah. I noticed the whole
Yes.
thing. That and she actually picks up her book and puts her face in it
Yeah.
to like mimic it. What
Hmm.
what do you think you're doing when you do that?
Well, absorbing the magic, of course, through my eyeballs. That's how my
Oh.
master did it. He's very good. He knew a lot of magic.
Did you think overnight that I was learning magic?
I was feeling vindicated, if I'm being honest.
And she's gonna kind of giggle and she's gonna go, "Oh no, Hug, I
moved
was
around.
I was sleeping." In order to learn magic, you have to study, you have to transcribe and actually try and practice the material. You have to read.
Does
Kind
that
of like you've been reading that book that you have there from the church.
Does that mean my master was sleeping every time he was reading from his grimoire?
What was he doing when he was reading? Just laying there. Making any noise or anything like that?
He would make a recitation that I thought was a chant, a prayon of learning, if you will.
Kind of similar to, and she's gonna put her face back in her book and she's gonna go,
well, more of a vibrato. But
definitely sleeping he was.
I feel silly.
It's okay. You have plenty of things to learn. Speaking of which, I think we have some things to learn from the others. We should probably go downstairs.
Oh, very well. I think I might be a bit peckish.
Close her book and put it in her bag, and then she'll go downstairs to meet everybody. I'm assuming with Huck in tow.
Yes, I am in tow.
Sorry, I was muted. I sent you a message, by the way, lady. So
Oh, It didn't
Yep.
pop
So
up.
just so you
Hold
know.
on.
Yep. So as you guys are heading down, anybody else doing anything before they come down?
No. Kaylin's just gonna head downstairs to hopefully get some breakfast. She's hungry.
Okay. Everybody
she
else
has
is. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say she has a fake hangover, so she's trying to go get something to eat.
She's gonna get some fake Tylenol.
Yeah.
Or fake hangover. All right.
Sorry,
So
an excuse for the greasy food.
you guys all come downstairs. Everybody's there except for JD. So.
Well, I thought we were all going to be sharing information this morning. Seems we've lost JD. For those of you who were focused otherwise last night, we did find out that Eldrick and Yarman were released around noon yesterday. JD has some doubts that they were actually released, as in left of their own free will. He thinks they may have been transferred elsewhere, but as of now, that's all we know about their last whereabouts.
All right. So as you guys are begin talking, the door opens up and JD walks back in, closes the door. There's not a lot of people in the tavern at this point in the morning. There are a few other individuals.
You got off to an early start.
Something like that. I don't care for the confines of structures.
Fair. I'm curious as to what you learned yesterday. Do you think we're safe to discuss it here, or should we find somewhere more discreet?
How many people would you say were in here, Diz?
Besides you guys, probably like a handful, like probably about 5.
And how far away from the slums are we? In
Slums
relation?
are on the other side of town, so quite a ways.
And I don't see anyone in the tavern that may potentially fit the description of what I saw out there.
Roll a
As
perception
far as
check.
whether they're dressed or anything.
Yeah, as you're checking out the room.
That's a 21.
Cool. No, you see some people that you recognize that were here the previous evening. But
Here for the sermon?
Yeah, but no one that you think looks like would be from that side of town.
He kind of looks around. Here should be fine. We may not have many prying guys, but if you don't mind, and he walks around and grabs a chair and pulls it to where he could see the door when he sits down while he's talking to everybody. That way he can kind of keep an eye on the room to see if anything potentially piques someone's interest and they leave abruptly. So, as y'all know, before we all broke up last night and went to do our own things, I wanted to go get documents made. I didn't really go to get documents made. I wanted to see who's running this town. Leonard apparently has a problem. The leader of the slums that seems to be running in the shadows of this town is making some type of drug. Leonard apparently is addicted to. I don't know how much we can trust Leonard with certain information, that he might not try to trade it for his next fix.
I'm not certain how much we can trust followers of Anweir personally.
That is true.
How much has Eldrick told all of you about his faith?
He didn't really discuss his faith.
Yesterday they were calling it a cult, saying that it had just recently come to this town. That's why I was asking Kyra about her history with the temple.
But before we met Eldrick, had JD ever heard of that religion from all the different places he's been to?
It's a smaller religion, but it's gaining ground. Just roll a d20. It's really a coin flip on whether you know about it or not. It's not like
Well,
you study religion, so
right. We're kind of middle of the road. Is an 11.
11. Okay, yeah, you've heard of it.
Okay.
You don't know a lot about it, but you've heard of
Right.
it.
Yeah. I was talking about just like hearing it in passing in the different towns and stuff I've been to.
Yeah.
So JD doesn't add anything to it other than, that Eldrick hasn't really talked about it.
It's more so you've heard about it on the western side of Faerun than the eastern side, so.
The man that, if you can call him a man, that runs the shadows of this town, he's not afraid of the Hell Riders. He's not afraid of the guards. And he runs with some Goliath muscle. For someone in this town that's not afraid of the Hell Riders, there's only two outcomes that could potentially be. He's got some of them on his payroll, or he struck a hell of a deal with them in some form or fashion.
Did Kyra say if she got in touch with her friend?
She did, and to a point. She said he's on patrol, that they won't be back till this evening. She didn't say that she had discussed with him on a time to meet, only that they would return from patrol.
Are we all there? I'm assuming we said you gathered everybody, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So no mention of our friends?
The sergeant said they were released. JD has his doubts as to if that means they left on their own free will or if they simply were removed from their cells, which is fair, but not exactly information a sergeant would be sharing with a priestess.
Sounds like we've got no farther on that than we were before, unfortunately.
Yes.
It appears that when people go missing in this town, that they could have potentially been arrested on false accusations because they said something about they were arrested on suspicious activity. And then they're released, but no one's seen them. If they were released at the time that you say they were, Kyrie, as far as what you were told, we were there during that time frame. We didn't see them anywhere.
True. I mean, I would make some allowances for when we were in the shops, but I don't know what you were doing at that time. I don't know if you were outside, but
He kind of chuckles at that and then looks at Adara. And then kind of does like this. From where she slapped him as he pulled her down.
She just kind of ignores him. So then, at this point, I don't really know what we should do about those two. It seems like we're running in circles.
one thing, when I spoke to the desk sergeant, he also mentioned that they had some followers of Lathander in custody as well. Which seems a little odd, but... Did Kyra say if the pattern of disappearances were just everyone or just the holy people?
She said that it was at random, different times of the year, different groups of people.
Just seems odd for them to arrest 4 holy people in one day. But what do I know? I'm just a heathen.
I had a talk with the priestess, though. Asked her if there was somewhere that we could put Leonard when we have our meeting.
What,
For 2 reasons.
To keep Nathaniel from seeing 2 Leonards at once?
That'd be one. The other is I don't trust him enough to not let him be privy to information that he may be able to use against us. She said there was a few rooms that we could secure him until our meeting has concluded.
I think one of us should be in charge of securing and making sure he stays that way. Something's not right with that temple.
Should be somebody strong.
Oh, I think I know somebody who can help with that.
Yes, and you've got a
As
new
she-
sword to
as she
help with
throws
that,
her hair.
Kaylin.
Because truthfully, I don't care for what I don't like what's going on with this whole religion thing. I don't trust them one bit. So if you guys need assistance with this, need some muscle, I'm all in on this.
If Kyrie
good to
hadn't
me.
have left him at the pirate town, I'd have said we'd throw Exire in there.
Don't blame me. I was not in charge of that exit.
Speaking of which, did anybody write to him?
I said we should. I don't know that anybody ever did.
I sent them a letter via carrier pigeon. I think they call it tweeting nowadays.
God,
I'm sorry.
I
Who?
can't-
But in all seriousness, if somebody
No,
has it, I will do so.
during Stanasi's latest poof, she went back to say to Exire, "Yo, Exire."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I poofed away and told him, "Listen, we need you."
But you didn't bring him back?
He did.
He wasn't touching her when
He
she
was-
poofed.
He was handling some business, so I had to poof back over.
Oh, Stanasi left him to suck somebody's blood while we were gone. It's fine.
I would have stood and watched.
Just to be clear, Stanasi really doesn't have any memory of what happens when she goes away.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing there.
So, yeah.
It's just a haze.
I'll send a letter.
I think Kaylin's got it covered.
Oh, I was just going with the fact of the fangs.
Hmm.
Religious people seem to shy away from conversations about those.
We just want to intimidate them, not piss them off.
When we got here, didn't she say that there were some people who had some marks? Would it be worth investing some time to look? We do have time before this ball sort of party we're going to, I guess.
I thought you had to get this one a date.
Yes, well, if she would stop disappearing, it'd be easier to get her one, now wouldn't it?
What is this whole date expedition? I think I missed the explanation.
Well, as Kyra explained, in the temple, they've been looking for a way to get into the keep. And while we were out shopping, which was amazing, and I got this amazing, perfect cloak, she's gonna show it off again. We talked to the shopkeep, and he said that some of the shopkeepers had +1s to the party going on in a few days. So we thought it'd be a good opportunity to get some inside people lawfully.
Yes, makes sense. I walked in and you were trying to get Kaylin a date, so I figured I should help, but never got the full story.
Well, truth be told, I almost was the shopkeep's date, but I suggested that Adara accompany him since, balls and stuff are more her specialty.
God, we're all fucking children.
That's the title for this week. Balls are her specialty.
Good night, everybody.
But FYI, Tim, Kyrie came in when we were talking to your shopkeep.
Yeah, you guys were talking to the blacksmith.
I know. I mean, but the original shopkeep, like the first one, you kind
She's
of
got to make clear that she wasn't the second choice.
Yeah.
I see. I just want to make sure you had your storyline right.
No,
She knows nothing about the first shopkeep, so I'm just giving you a heads up.
No, I was. I got it. So now I have a date to the ball, and now we need to get Stanasi in on board. But you keep disappearing.
I'm here now.
Yes, you are. And it's lovely to have you here, just so you know.
So, today's plan is apparently to get Stanasi a date. Not exactly what I thought we'd be doing here. And I don't know that we have any other routes to try to find the other two. Guess for now we just count on them to take care of themselves.
We could still ask around if need be. I just worry about If they were released and really released, hopefully they would come by soon, but I don't even know where else to look at this point. If they were released, just from my knowledge of how that works, for all we know, they could be anywhere by now. We could be looking for weeks, months.
God damn it, Clan.
At least I didn't say anything about balls.
Anyone else have plans for the day? Or is this a group expedition to get Stanasi a date with questions along the way?
Well, Kay did ask me to accompany him to the sermon today, but I turned down that offer, so I guess I'm with you all to get Stanasi a date.
You're not the religious type, are you?
I am not. No,
Okay. Good.
not in the slightest.
Just checking.
I will never bash somebody for their religion,
Oh no, of course not.
but just don't force it down my throat.
Someone forgot Huck was at the table.
Again, Huck, I respect your religion,
Oh,
and I respect
yes,
your
yes.
faith.
It's fine. It's just new to me and exciting. And
Yes, I understand. It's new and exciting.
yes, and I had a lot of friends last night. It's okay though. It's not for everybody. I understand. And
Oh, I see, Huck. You'd rather have those friends than these friends.
No, I would rather have all the friends.
I thought we had something special going on, Huck.
Oh, but we do. But we do.
Actually, thinking about it, if we maybe could also look into tapping those of us who aren't in on it into the little network that the rest of you seem to have going on. That might also be helpful today.
What network?
She's looking at JD and pretending she didn't hear that.
I'm also wondering what network.
When he says that, JD enters the comms and goes, "The voice is in your head, Huck. The
Oh,
voice is in your head."
Oh, yes. Okay. It's quite unsettling. I must warn you.
Are you okay, Huck?
Yes, I'm fine.
Telepathic connection. At least I'm assuming it's telepathy.
Well, I would assume Huck would, kind of react to that out loud. That would be my...
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. No, that's her commenting that that's what the connection is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's no reason to worry about going and taking care of that.
Well, if we do end up having to infiltrate this party, it could be helpful. And for the discussion with Nathaniel tonight.
It'll be situated by tomorrow.
Fair enough.
I've already put measures in place to address that.
Very kind of you, JD.
Appreciated.
I'm just getting tired of not being able to say things in a more secluded setting when need be.
Absolutely.
The only sad part is that Huck likes to say it out loud, even though he knows he doesn't have to.
I will not dignify that in a response.
All right. So you guys finish your meal, and I guess all of you are going back up to the upper district up there to.
Quite.
Huck's going to fucking church.
I
Huck's going to
have
church.
deliver my donations to the church. I wasn't even planning on doing anything, but I have Kalimvor's money. It's my solemn duty.
You're gonna make Adara sad.
Well, Adara is just so sweet. I'm sure that she will understand. I have this responsibility, and
I don't know if she'll understand, Huck. That's a rather
I'm
big
right
task.
here.
I wasn't
Yes.
saying that in character though. Just to
Yes.
clarify. That was Ellen saying it,
Oh.
not
Okay.
Kyrie.
Never mind.
That wasn't clear. I thought you said it too. I was like,
No, sorry. That was an Ellen comment.
Anyways, Adara's gonna finish her food up, and she's gonna get up and personally take her plate back to the bar, and she wants to ask Cade for something secretively, but not super secretively. But she's gonna ask somebody. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so is anybody going with Huck?
I am.
So you're going with Huck. Everybody else is going to the upper district.
Not going back to that church, you kidding me?
Mm-mm.
Hey,
No.
somebody has to go be his voice of reason.
Oh,
We'll
he
never
needs a
get Huck back.
babysitter, we know.
All right,
Alright,
Progwin, who are you going with? Which group?
I think Program would go with JD and Huck.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. But
Oh, so it's
I
a
wasn't
girls'
gonna-
trip.
Oh God!
It is. It is actually.
I'll pray to whatever God you want, and we're whatever the hell the other guy's name is. No, I'm just kidding.
Kalimvor. His name is Kalimvor.
Elvor. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't want to be caught between Stanasi and Kyrie flirting with Kaylin. You don't want to be in the middle of that mess.
It's not a mess. It's fine.
Mess.
It's fine.
Little
JD
Everything's
should have been in the
fine.
middle of that mess, and he walked away from it once.
So let me read this. Okay, yeah, that's easy thing. Yeah, that would be on hand.
I kind of figured, but it's
Like-
it's a secret.
Yeah.
Sorry,
The
friend.
cat need a glass of milk.
I mean, actually, I might need that.
Maybe. Okay,
She
so
needs some milk.
you guys go your separate ways, and the first group going into the upper district, you go back up to. You guys know where you're going? What store it
General
was?
store?
The general store. You get to the general store, which is called Ground and Shop. And as you guys open the door, you look around, and at first you don't notice anybody in there. And then you hear, "May I help you?" And as you turn around and look, we're going to pick up there next week. Or, sorry, not next week, but 3 weeks from today. And
3 weeks?
because next
Yeah.
week will be Halloween, and then we're going to do Buck's campaign
On the
at the
5th. Yep.
on the 5th, and then mine will be on the 12th. Then, right? Yep.
Math.
We're gonna pick up
Yes.
there with this and what happens with the Church of Kellamore. See what's going on there. I'm sure it's gonna be just nothing.
I mean,
Okay.
they may
I hope
make
there's
their
a million
end
follows there.
faster.
All right, so we'll pick up there then. Anybody else have anything else, or no? Oh, wait, we're running a little
Can't
past
promise
midnight, so
Kyrie won't laugh.
Make sure you check out the YouTube and the stream
Yeah.
loose cards.
Sleuts.
That's
Sleuths.
true. And now,
Sleuths.
actually, speaking of that, if you do exclamation point stream loots in the chat right now, it will give you a link. And also, there is a special command. If you know it, you know it. That's all I'm
Ooh,
going to say.
okay.
Damn.
That actually, the funny part is that should have worked.
It did.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it does. It says you dirty bird.
Mine worked,
You
but they didn't beat me
Yeah.
to
There
it.
you go. That's right.
I'm dead.
The other
Right.
ones were a timeout. Yeah, so
There you go.
awesome.
Too
Well,
many people trying to get to the sleuths at one
I
time.
hope you guys had fun. That was actually really entertaining. Ooh, God, what is that? Some card. Shiny. Ooh, okay. Which player? Which
That
player?
was me.
I mean, which
I'd
one?
Like, I mean, I'd like it for me since I
For you
gave
would
you
like
a
it
cool
for
magic
yourself.
item last time.
Okay, all right. Making a note. Let's see. That is a rare.
Glenn, I have expected that link to send me
Excellent.
somewhere else
Noted.
and then redirect me to Streamloots after I got there. I was expecting you to do that to me.
That would take a little bit to get going, but
That's so
I can
smart.
do that.
Oh, I know you can. That's why I expected that's what you were doing while we were sitting here.
The redirect has to be to a page with a picture of a dirty bird.
Anyways.
So we'll just run through the list here. Me and Clan stream on the Nerdicopia Network, where you are now, and we have a retro show on Mondays and Monday evenings, and we'll have on this next Thursday, Not After the Roll, where we talk about everything that went on here, and kind of get into it, see why people did what they did, and then on alternate Thursdays, me, Clan, and Buck have a Three Old Men podcast where we talk about how it was better when we were younger and how everything sucks now. So you can come check that out. We've got Lady Chaotic. Want to do a shout out there, Clan? She streams Smite, and
Wow, on Mondays.
she gets real mean in those games sometimes. She gets real aggressive. I've seen her play.
I never.
Reminds me of when I used to play
Tomorrow's
like
Toxic Smite
Halo
Sunday.
2, Halo 3.
Toxic Smite Sundays tomorrow.
Go check that out.
When we're as mean as possible and force them
Yeah.
to surrender.
Yes.
Surrender
And then
counter.
we got Double Alt Buck. He is streaming a campaign, D&D campaign that a few of us are playing in on alternate Saturdays. He won't be next Saturday, but he'll be the Saturday after that. So you go check that out. I get to play a character that kind of annoys everybody, so that's kind of fun for me.
Bring it upon yourself.
We're seeing who's going to die first, so we're pushing the envelope.
I mean, we've already got that established tonight.
It's
He
either
also
going to be me
streams-
or it's going to be Corlin.
Oh, both
He
at
also
the same
streams
time.
some Minecraft. He's been streaming some WoW lately, WoW Classic. He'll probably be switching over to retail
November
next month.
28th.
Yep,
Retail
so-
will start and won't stop.
So go check out that stuff. And Rican streams or used to stream
once
or
every couple of weeks.
sometimes. Go check him out. He is very entertaining when he gets to stream. So I used to play a lot of Destiny with him. So I think that's everybody. Unless anybody has any other
When
things that
Ellen
they do.
starts streaming. Ellen streams when?
Ellen streams when she has the money to get an actual computer and is not an awkward, anxious mess.
Then she'll stream WoW.
We're trying to get everyone addicted. So
She'll stream Minecraft Skyblock.
She's going to stream
Where-
WoW,
where we
and then I'm
will
going to get
hear-
her to create a Vieira. In
Listen,
Final
if
Fantasy
y'all are
14.
paying for this shit,
Where we will
So
hear
that I
her
can.
cuss a lot
I
on
love
Minecraft
Skyblock.
when things don't work.
That is the best one.
Fuck, don't get me fucking started.
See?
I have a story. I have a story.
All right, so we'll see you guys for the D&D 3 weeks from tonight. Until then, we don't have a catchphrase, so I don't know. See you next time.
You can't see me waving, but I'm waving, chat. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.